Alright. Let's do this. Lighters everywhere. Okay. Right. We're good? Looks like we're good. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Seems like it's fine. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Jenny. How you going? Yo! Hey. Alright. I was fixing up a Humvee so we could go deliver it to, was it Shimpty? He's on the server somewhere. I think I know where he is. Let me just do a double check here because I don't have enough to do any more. Hey, man. Hey, bro. Hey. I'm building up a roof rack, so I was going to put on it. These things keep moving every time I log in. So, what do you think's going to happen? Great. 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 Yep. Perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. Yep. Yep. That's... I remember you. Ah, it's been a minute. Where have you been? Where's the bonnet on this thing? Come on, where are you? Oh, okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, Vicky, how you going? Oh, okay. This is, yep, screwed. Going nowhere anytime soon. Right. Oh, I mean, hey, the brakes are fine. Now our driveway's blocked. Dang it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. I need to get this up to, is it McCoy's estate? I think that's the one. Let me just check it. Alright, so roof rack and then we're good. Which means I need to find the tarp. I can't remember where I put it. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? Hey? Hope you're doing alright too. Let's see if we can't find a tarp somewhere. I've read through all our steel sheets, so I either need our blacksmith on or I need to go get more. One of the two. Hang on. Making sure the aircon's set up properly, because damn is it hot today. Woo, just can't sleep, fair enough. Well, pick the right place to not be able to then. Right? Hang on, have I got the game sound set properly? Yes, okay, good. Just I can't hear any damn thing. Alright, tarp. I've got toss a coin to your witcher stuck in my head. All I can hear is toss a coin to your witcher. Like, that's it. That's all that's happening right now. No tarps in here. I must use them all. Just can't sleep. It's okay. We will get there eventually. Maybe I can't make another roof rack. I need to find another tarp. See, of course I do. I don't remember exactly what day it was. But I'm good with names. Better with faces, but not too bad with names. I'll say not too bad with names. Yeah, I'll leave that. Yeah. And Han, you've got 2 brand new doors on the front because your doors were missing. You've got armor on them now. I moved it slightly just so it was a little bit, you know, conveniently out of the way. Just because I don't know when any of you guys are signing back on again. Alright, also, Kat bought us this lovely entrance to the metal shit, because walking from here to the stairs, up the stairs, then all the way across the building, no, it takes way too long. Okay, I think we're good. I can't build a roof rack. Hey, Snowbitter. Hey, hello. Hey, man. I may have, fiddled with your cars a little bit. Both your rides have roof racks, armor, and, there's some spare parts in the trailer. Just in case. Alright, catch you later, Jenny. Wait, what? You had a girlfriend, but she broke up. Oh, she did? Oh, that sucks. So a fat lazy man will say, definitely, always. I didn't mean to do that. Never mind. What's his bumper at? Ah, he's fine. I'm looking to see if he's got a tarp. Nope. Alright, well, we're not making another one. Well, I'll make one at some point if I find one. You know what? I'm gonna cheat the shit out here. Oh well, Candy goes. I think Chelsea got a Humvee yesterday. I'm like, oh great. The way she drives. They're gonna need engine parts like a son of a bitch. Hey, I got an idea. Okay, and he's like, just make them some armor. It's like, hey, it's a great one. Okay. So I ran that up there for you. I think I ran into Admiral. I was gonna do it on the slide, not tell anyone, just you log in and go, what the fuck? But Admiral was standing there going, I'm like, oh, sup, bro? Thanks, babe. Wait, did I have a weapon in my hand? Doesn't matter, I'm not hurt. Alright, unequip this. I need a lighter now that I've taken them all off my desk. Cheers! Heineken. Hey, Nasaya, how you going, buddy? I hope I didn't mess that up. And why is that not showing up on my screen? Give me a sec. 2. That was 4 minutes ago. I need to refresh my chat thing because it's not working again. Silly. That's a bit loud, actually, I think. Alright, you got a tarp in here, Nat? No? I also started copying a snow beetle idea. Check this out. I started putting zones in for everything. So there's a repair zone, Kiwi parking zone. It even tells you what the trailer over there is for. Oh, what a cool idea. Stole it off Beetle. Right, that's pointless. Join the blueprints for the next... Yes! Okay, cool, cool. I was just talking to Canty about that earlier. I'm like, I think we're going to need a big group for this one. It sounds like it's going to be a big one. And if we're going to get it all done in time, there might need to be a few of us. More than a few of us. Right, I couldn't find a top. Right, let's check these shelves. And then I think we're done. So, yeah, man, that's such a good idea. I can't believe I hadn't seen anyone else do it before. Because I saw you do it with the tower. I'm like, shit, that's a really good idea. Like how you were labeling out certain areas for different things. So what's also cool is you can just right click on it, right? And it tells you there's Kiwi parking. That's for the repair zone. This is for trailer parts. The chapel's down there. You can't really see it. Can't click on it from here, I don't think. And there's the chapel. That was obviously an animal zone. Wow, that's huge. No one's milked the animals today, I don't think. I've got 20 liters. I don't need them. Okay, let's see if we can't get out of here. Right. Bro, the graphics on Death Stranding 2, bro, they look pretty cool. But yeah, typical Kojima physics. Love it. Alright, let's load up our drink bottles and get this thing up to McCoy's. We're going to have to adventure ourselves. We'd have to find ourselves a vehicle to tow most of the way there, I think. Because I'm not going to tow one of these. We're not going to have a ride. Okay. Let's head to the bathroom and load that up. Screwdriver goes in here. Let's pop this in the roof rack and we're good to roll. Oh no. Hey Phantom, how you going, buddy? What's with the it's like an Asian symbol or something in front of it, but it's not in my other chat, but it's in that chat. And someone else did it in the vertical, but with the number 2, like the word for 2. I don't know what that symbol means. Assuming it's a good thing, otherwise, you know, YouTube wouldn't let it be there. How's your day going, buddy? It's funny, because we're just talking Kojima, because Han's playing Death Stranding 2 right now. And I'm like, there's a vehicle in it, which is like, I don't know, a fifth taller than it is wider. And I'm like, how's that thing not fall over? Turn a corner, it should just roll down a hill. Yep. Yoink. Give me the rest. No. Yeah. Good. Bag might be too heavy after this, but we'll see. Whoop. What is going on? Rumble is not working? Alright. Refresh page. Start stream, please. We'll see. Ah, no. It's doing that thing where it signs me out again. Yay! Alright, let's just fill up another one while we wait. You transfer liquid. No, it is running. Silly. Empty on the floor. There's one that's still not full, right? Oh, there's two that are... Oh, because we're drinking from one of them. And yeah, you can't drink from a... you don't auto-drink from a gas can. It's too big to auto-drink from. You can drink... I don't even think you can drink from it. It doesn't let you. So yeah, you can't carry one in your pocket. Excuse me? It says it's... Oh, okay. Fair enough. We're good. Alright, we dropped it. We're not holding it. It's not in our hand. Beautiful. See the Asian symbol as well? No one else in chat sees it? Yeah, weird. Michelle? Who's Michelle? DS to about a month after it came out to avoid it anytime she's playing. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, no spoilers, no spoilers. Alright, let's grab a scrap to eat from upstairs. We're gonna need to make sure we take supplies with us. We're gonna need fuel. How's our weapons look? Oh, we have no backups. Okay, we're a bit full. Let's get at least 3 of these into that. Well, the gas cans can use sprites instead of models. Oh, all my stuff is using sprites because I've turned 3D modeling off. So everything looks different. It's a bit cheaty because it means things. To see this white outline you see on everything? Imagine what car keys look like. It just helps my game load and not crash because of the ping and whatnot. The lag and so forth. Why is there a suture needle in here? It seems a little redundant, just saying. I don't want to get fat right now. Give me... Oh, right, true. That's all ass about face. Give me one of these. Spoiler, he walks a lot. Who would have thought? See, I've got 3D modeling turned off. That's not how you spell soup, Jack. Yeah, you thought I'd forgotten about soup? Nope. Never. Never. Shame I can't put a roof rack on that thing. I mean, I could. You know what? Fuck it. We're taking that one off and putting it on there. That's my backup vehicle. I'm not going to need a backup bloody roof rack, am I? Nah. What do I need one of them for? Close, please. No. Close. Thank you. I need my mechanic's bag. Yoink. It's not just mechanic stuff, obviously. It's got welding torches in there as well, but still. All the stuff is kind of needed, so... Except for the sheets, but that's for repairs. Let's whip this roof rack off. And I'm taking over the stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look, he's here. Ah! You enjoying Death Stranding too, are you? I was watching, because I was watching you before, but right after dinner before I was doing my stream. I'm like, man, it doesn't actually look as bad. I saw it's like a bit of driving. Hey, man, look pretty good. I'm just... I can't really play games I don't feel all that invested in anymore. I don't know why. Like, even like Stalker 2, I just couldn't do it. Hey, Jack, I am not hoarding Humvees. I'm actually doing someone else on the server a solid. I'm taking that to them. Without a ride back, without any backup plan, we're taking that thing to McCoy's. We're just gonna fucking wing it. Because it's more fun that way. They got Scott Ryan. We got... Oh, no, you guys can keep Russell Crowe. We got Sam Neill. Do you want to chill a bit? Great show from your neighbours, the Aussies. Already said it, but Mr. In Between is a great series. Mr. In Between on YouTube. Go check it out, guys. Okay. Cat Raid! Oh, whoa. Thanks, Cap. Hell yeah. Hey, guys. Sup, John? Serena, hey, guys. PZ. Oh, God. More of them. Okay. All right, let's go. Hey, guys. We're just getting a Humvee together for someone else on the side. It's a gift. He doesn't know it's coming. He might show up in chat, but if he does, meh. But he doesn't know it's coming. I'm just going to drop it on him. Not affiliated with Cap or his viewers. Today, yeah. Hey, you know I jump around chats a lot. Oh, man. Make sure I'm not... Gaming! Oh, hey, Wonder... Gaming Wonder. N. Debo. Sorry, the drinking started. All right. We need fuel. I don't think we need mechanics in the mechanic bag anymore. I don't intend on crashing anywhere. Let's grab a fuel can. We technically should have enough drink. If not, it'd be a bit of an adventure. All right, pop the door. Give me, can I put any of these in here? Oh, one. Working during the stream. Yeah, nice. For the, for Death Stranding. Not a bad one, actually. Not bad at all. Okay, so 2 spare weapons. Close the door. How's our food bag look? Take this bad boy with us too. Which one is it? I mean, it looks a little empty, but we'll take it nonetheless. Primary, please. Wait, wrong hand. Never mind. One gas can will do. Alright, let's go. Oh, actually. They're both 2 liters? We'll take both of these just in case. Thought it'd be boring to watch. That's exactly what I was just thinking. I was just trying to find the right words. I actually thought it'd be quite boring too, but it is actually more action-filled than I thought. Because, you know, that's where the priority of my mind goes to. Alright, to the gas station first. And the boot. Alright, so it's nice and empty. Put you, we've got food, we've got water, we've got weapons. Let's go. So, hang on. Oh, we can drive through it. Alright, hey, I'll take it. B42 is lame, B41 is king. Nah, well, I mean, it is at the moment because B42 is not finished. Some slow parts, some fun intense action. That's kind of how you want it, though. Zomboid's a lot like that, too. You can have like hours of absolute slow. Like I've been on here 7 hours today, and all I've done is accumulate metal and make car parts and fix cars. That's all I've done all day. Typical Kojima story, you mean? So great, crazy one. Even the slow parts atmospheric fit well. Nice. Well, I mean, I fixed Han's bloody Humpy like 2 days ago, and, well, yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah. It hasn't even moved. What game? Death Stranding 2. Yeah. You say Zomboid, but there's no way you're asking that question about this. Nice junkyard. Yep. Some cars are either floating up in the air or they're underground. We're not sure which one it is. They're there somewhere, though. But I did actually go to the junkyard across the road from what was it? The jerky factory with Cat earlier today, and we ripped all of those cars. They're all gone. Every single wreck is done, toasted, and bloody cleaned up. None of the scrap metal is laying around. It is all done. Okay, let's see if we can't find. I don't think we will. We drive past this too often, surely, for it to respawn. It all looks normal. Yeah, there's no way this thing respawns. We drive past it too often. Although, because you notice there's no food, it's all water. Oh no, we'll take this. We'll take these. And the gum too, why not? Yeah, how's the new job going, bro? Went too tired last night, slept 2 hours for the server reset. Oof, dude. It's alright, I got you covered. Aside from tailoring, I figured this was coming about halfway through last week. Because what typically happens, about 2 weeks after a server start, about 70% of it either stops playing or plays once every couple of days instead of every day for hours. Which is why near the beginning of last week I started building up my mechanics skill and then really started focusing on it on the last weekend and then this week. I figured we'd need it. Then I'm like, oh shit, I need welding as well. Okay. Now I'm like, I might need blacksmithing. Just for the metal sheets. It does have a solid snake looking guy. What's his name? Daryl? What's his real name? I bet it's got a lot of little Easter eggs and does it have like exploration rewards? Because those are some of the coolest things in games. Neil. That's Neil? Okay. Sup, Ray Rod? Yeah, this is I'm dropping this off for someone else. I've got a couple of these. I have one underground. Thank you. Stupid. So we're just filling it up. I'm gonna get it out. We gotta go up north. So we're gonna probably go past Nolan's corner. Oh, bollocks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. It'll be enough. Let's go. GM, Ray Rock. We've also got some trailers that match this. I was thinking of bringing a trailer to them as well, but I've got I don't know if we've got any spares technically. Neil? His real name's Neil? Wait, what? Why is it getting censored? Because you're saying it. What platform are you on? Yeah, I've got no idea. It's not showing up even on the back end. HVAC rooftop units, walk-in coolers, etc. Fun problems to solve. Oh, neat. That's kind of cool. At least it's engage your brain. Something a little bit different while doing the same thing every day, right? It's kind of why I like spraying paint the way that we do. Tanks have propane. Oh, yeah, I like that too. That's a great mod, especially when you get like the PZK tankers in there. You know the PZK mods, the vehicle mods. You got like propane tankers and stuff. Oh, yeah, pull one of them up to a gas station. Lots of hours though. My current job, because I used to work just up the road from where I lived. No, sorry, I used to live just up the road from where I worked. It took me 5 minutes to get to and from work. Right, so I was spending 10 minutes traveling for work. Now I spend anywhere between 2 to 3 hours traveling for work every day, which is why my gaming got cut right the fuck down too, and I only ever stream now. I used to stream early morning, but I can't do that anymore. Like 12 hours before now. Can't do that now. Oh, there is a Solid Snake guy. Look at Marinati plays Neil DS2 the Solid. Oh, there is actually one. Ties a bandana on his head and goes to... Oh, okay. Hey, no spoilers! Shh. I don't care. I'm not playing it, but... Has Beetle played it yet? I can't. I just fucking can't. How many mods do we have? I think there's 4. That damn library. 92 AM General. M9998 plus M101A3 trailer and trading trailer. I think that's 4 mods. It could be 3. Shit. I just did a half. Oh, we did no damage. Huh? Guys, we just slammed into a tree and did 0 damage. What? I won't complain, not exactly, but I'm a little bit confused. Just saying, it's a bit confusing, right? See, there are 2 vehicles? Yeah, well, I haven't seen the other one. Or have I, and just don't realize I've seen it. Because there's, where is it? It's the best way of showing it. I hate driving like this because I can't fucking see my car. There we go. This stuff here. Make 80s pickup roll bar, Rear bull bar. I don't know what an 80s pickup fucking looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like, but I don't know what it looks like in the game. Alright, so it doesn't actually have that other one here. The 80s thing, the 80s pickup's not actually here, because I almost accidentally built armor for that. I'm like, wait, what? Oh, shit. What is this? I haven't seen it yet, though. I may have not realized it. Okay, so we're gonna have to get to Nolan's to hopefully find another vehicle. That's why we brought gasoline with us. Yeah, I actually haven't seen that 80s truck. You were asked to drive for 4 hours for free? Ouch. Oof. Oof. I guess it's a pretty good job though, right? Like, a lot of people need that sort of service, yeah? I mean, like, okay, well, I mean, in my country, every single house that is going to get rented to someone needs to have some kind of, like, either heat pump or internal air conditioning unit system. I guess like an HVAC. One that sits in the ceiling and pumps shit out into the house, right? My house currently has both of those. That's a lot of houses, man. Yeah, no one works for free. Well, I mean, I consider the moment I leave my house, right, to go to work as working. Because I'm only leaving my house and getting in my car and driving on the road because I need to go to work. I consider that to be part of my work day. You don't? I do. I consider that working. Did I pay for the first 30 minutes? Must be very competitive. We even pay our employees that way. Probably shouldn't, but we do. Oh, it finally let you post it. You do know how to post, right? You just move the middle letters around. Don't be lazy. Like, you could write the word lazy, right? L-Z-A-Y, and every single person in the bloody world should be able to read what that word says. Just... Oh, Blair, bro! How's the Royal Rooster doing today, dude? Hey, B, man. Oops, I think I just set my wheel on fire. Hang on. I need to bury it in the ash. Hang on. Don't want to damage this thing before we get it there, though. Alright, to Nolan's. Exhausted but good. Awesome. That means working hard. Either working or, you know, family man. Either way. Stupid YouTube. You would know. Howdy, Serena. Next thing I know, I'm fucking censored for using the word howdy. I don't even... Why howdy, though? What the... I don't get it. Make no sense to me. Oh, a couple little bumps is fine. A couple little bumps is fine. Yeah, that's how you should get paid, though. Because the only reason you're leaving the house is to do the work, right? And the only way you're able to do the work is because you left your house. So the company benefits from you leaving your home, therefore they should pay you for this. We're about to be encouraged, I think my country's about to be encouraged to work from home if this Iran thing continues on much longer. Personally, I actually don't... I've set a fire in my room, hang on. Not a big one. My ashtray. Bottom half of a can. It's got a bunch of crap in it that just caught fire. Anyway. Dog had puppies last Sunday. Oh! How many? Keeping them all? What are you doing with them? Nah, dinner. Oh, no, wait, you're not. Never mind. 6! Right, so not keeping them all. I mean, if they were cats, I'd say, yeah, welcome to the thing, but, you know, but no. You do have to simmer down a little bit. You always do. Because you don't know how to do it properly. Later, Jack. You should know how to do it properly by now. Oh, that is in the game. Look at that, we're bringing the life back into the whatever this is. Sorry. Them spawning in caught me by surprise. It's got a key. I mean, we need to make sure we leave that in there. Or better yet, maybe we hotwire it for him. Yeah, maybe we'll hotwire it for him. Whoop. Ha ha. I'm gonna have to lock in shortly, boys. Send to the Chinese with dim sum. I knew you were gonna go there. I knew it. I knew it. That's why I shut my mouth. Just kidding. Selling all of them. Not sure, but if we'll keep another, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a few dogs, dude. Sacrifice the red heifer for all the temple to fulfill their prophecy. No idea. How do you get away with saying that? Jack can't even say what he just said before. Thought they ruled everything. It's mistakes. If they did, you wouldn't be able to say shit. Right. Let's deal with our problem. Oh, look at that parking, man. That was fantastic. All right, lads. Wakey, wakey. I'm not saying that out loud, but that's a good one. Nice. How did Automod not grab you for that? Holy shit, nice, well done. Oh, that's our typical DJ, you know. Spouting them bars. I'm pretty sure that's the right word. Right, I figured there was a car alarm somewhere. Let's let this do its job and then we'll use our gun and get him out of here. 5 on Sunday and the 6 was 6. Oh my goodness! Make sure to not use keywords. Fair enough. But you did! How is Israel not a keyword? Oh right, okay, yeah, because you used the country name instead of the people that live there. See, how are people not able to do that? But come on, man. Yeah, that's right, eh? I try and figure out what I'm really saying. Because my English is terrible tonight. They don't seem to give a shit. We need to find one of these cars that works so we can tow it behind that, down that road. All the way to Wizard's place, Shrimpy's house. And then we'll drive it back home. It's a matter of finding one that works, though. Bro, fuck, it's 6-1 that late, though? God damn. Oh, that would be horrible to watch. So using Konnichiwa like that, they can ban me for that. I don't think they can. What? Can they? Nah, surely not. Oh, I was gonna say, they can't ban you for that. Ha ha! Ha ha! Psych! Oh, a keyring! Oh, I'm retarded. Let's do this piece of shit. This might get me home. I mean, that key's to that car, I'm guessing. It's red. Actually, a very multicultural, non-religious country that uses religion and past Chelsea as an excuse for the ways. I think almost everyone does, though. Like, we'll use the excuses of other people to explain away our shit. I wish people would just get over it and just realize the world is the way it is. Or the best we can do right now is improve it, or make it worse. Pick one. Right? Like, at the end of the day, choose one. You're either going to make the world worse or you're going to make it better. Is that missing an entire? felt like it drove perfectly. No, it's got everything it needs. It's missing a muffler, so it's making a hell of a racket. Yep. Yeah, people in charge are the problem, not the people themselves, exactly. Good. Alright. Say I know it grabbed it. Alright, let's go. Need to get a bit of speed up though, otherwise we're gonna slow right down when we bump into something. Let's try and get enough distance between them. Okay. Got some lazy activators there. Perfect, perfect. Uh-oh. Don't go into second gear. Don't want second gear. Barely even wanted to stay in first, but tight corner. Beautiful, beautiful. Right, seeing as though this is a car delivery, I'm not going to do what I would normally do, which is tow in reverse, but go like this the whole way. Because what it does is it builds up the car, you're towing's momentum, so it moves by itself every time you go like this. It doesn't work when you're going forwards, but... And every time you shoot that way, the car would continue on its momentum because the rope, you know? Because the tighter turn when you turn backwards when you're in reverse. Yes, Phantom, we're going to use it to get home. This vehicle's getting it's a delivery for someone else. I decided I needed something silly to do that I haven't done before. I'm trying to stay in first gear. For that, I'm just letting go of the accelerator. Could probably just, I think staying in, what do you call it? Shit, cruise control would just be a problem. Well, anarchy would be a good thing. True anarchy. Like, people being able to not need government because everyone's just cool and good. But that's Star Trek, right? That's later. You've got to get there first. Ah. Well, I've got to walk home. I could leave this there and then tell the person that it's down there, go get it, because their house is just up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the corner and I'm going to disconnect this and drive that in. Then we're just going to run back to the car. Shift W at 15, that's first. Yeah, but then I've got to turn the shit off. Hang on. I'm lazy. 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 Okay. Go. Yeah, the thing is, it's like, the good times, the, you know, like democratic representation, you know, voice of the people, freedom, that kind of thing. It's very new in terms of the scale of humanity. Like, how long humanity's been around compared to, like, how long we've had it this fucking good is drastically different. We need a lot more of the good times. Yeah. I look at it like this. It's a matter of, like, a survival sort of mindset, right? Like, let's go back 200 years. You always had to worry about someone, like, trying to attack you, steal, or take something that's yours. I mean, the government still does that now, but, like, you know, your neighbor or, like, someone down the road or someone who coveted your wife or some shit, right? You don't have to worry about that crap anymore. You've got to worry about other crap instead. But it leads us to having that sort of negative mindset where the bad news sells more, right? Like, the chaos is more entertaining. Yeah, you know what I mean? More than the good news about puppies being saved or whatnot. We'd rather know about the cyclone that's coming because it's something we can avoid and not get in danger with ourselves. Blah blah blah. We need to flip that script and go the other way around. We can't yet. We haven't been alive as a race, as a species, long enough for that mindset to have even evolved. So we'll get there. Just, you know, we won't see it. Someone will always take over a power vacuum, exactly. But what kind of person is that? I know they said the Northern Road was open, but I do know this route. Academy blueprints. Oh, beautiful, beautiful beetle. That's actually a really good idea. Because in that way I can at least like have a look. I can make up some plans, and then I can start bossing people around. I'm glad I came through here winter or whatever, because dude didn't trim back shit. Oh, it's tricky. We've had rule by religion, the strong, the enlightened, the charismatic. We need rule by the intelligent. Yeah, but we can't get there yet. And we won't get there for a while yet either, because the world's still too dumb. Like, the average IQ of the planet is what? Like, 60-something? That doesn't bode very well. That means a lot of dumb people making a lot of dumb choices and decisions. Hello. You know what I mean? That doesn't bode very well. $200,000 plus years is not long enough. Well, if we've been around for say 200,000 years, and we've had this like good times for the past 100, then no, not at all. The evolution of the human mind is still stuck in that other 199,990 years or whatever. Oh shit! I didn't realize he'd do that. Okay. That changes the plan a little. Righty ho. Righty ho. True. Didn't think he'd do that. Alright, let's draw these guys away from here instead of pulling them towards his fence. First rule is always those who never wish to rule for those who... Yes, yes, yes. The, what's the thing? The best test to exclude someone from power is their will to want it. If they don't want it, if they want it, they shouldn't have it. Come here, guys. Get away from his wall. God, there's a few of them. I hate these rocks with a passion. Hopefully I haven't done too much damage. Come on. Oh, look at that ambush though, isn't that great? That is cool, man. I mean, evolutionary, no. We hadn't had representation of people for more than 200 years. Exactly. Really need leaders with basic empathy as well. Yeah, we can't get there yet though, because those, like currently, right, the majority of people that are CEOs or in charge of like things that are important are more sociopathic than the average person, right? Not a total sociopath, maybe probably not in all cases, but fuck, definitely in some. We need it to go the other way, but the what do you call it? The sociopath is also another what do you call it? Byproduct of our negative mindset. It's just how we are. We need things to be good for a long enough period for our brains to only want to focus on positive things. Because we need to avoid the negative things so we don't die. So we don't get hurt. So we don't have to worry about things that happen. Like, you know, like, even worrying about, like, your mortgage or your job or, like, the economy, people worrying about gas prices, all of that kind of thing. Because we've got to worry about that sort of stuff, it keeps us in that negative mindset. We need to have a society that can move past that. But we need the society for that, but we need the people to create the society. So, I don't know, chicken or egg? Hello! Yeah, hey, man. Here for a bit, just listening while you're doing what? Yeah, hut. You came with Cap, right? Yeah. 90% of those 200,000 years was the evolution, stone age, bro. Yeah, exactly. But even then, it might have been even worse, right? Because you didn't have like the spoken language all the way back then. Like you couldn't turn around to the guy next to you saying, "Hey, I'm not here to steal your wife and your food. I just want to have a drink out of the river, please." But he won't know that. He'll be bashing your head in with a stone. Next year, America's 250. Yeah, see, that's really, really young. Agatha is real and it's full of anthro animals. Okay. The hell is Agatha? Agatha. I know what Agatha... Humanity's on the surface because our ancestors were exiled. Makes sense. In place of great power, they likely were okay with abusing others to get there. Yeah, because that's the whole thing, right? They're more willing to push somebody out of the way to take their place, which is why they have that place, because they shoved someone out of the way, because the guy who wouldn't do it is no longer there because he got shoved out of the way. Right. entrance to the north. We've got to go a bit further. I'm not sure where it is. There's a van there that could have been parked on the side of the road, as I do see keys. Oh, ha, 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 ha. Nicely done. Nicely done. Now, he hasn't built anywhere, apparently, which would ruin the loot spawn. Airlock, beautiful. Empires last on average only 250 years. I mean, that sounds maybe about right. Empathy is exactly what's destroying a lot of West. You talking about suicidal empathy there? Yes, you're probably right. Where you would much rather have the guy that's going to rob you in your country than have ID to prevent him from voting in your next election. Yeah, I know. We laugh about that over here. We find that kind of funny and silly at the same time. The Earth is somewhat hollow. It's not? People are so easily convinced at each other's throats because they're... Yes. And that's why I'm rather fortunate where I live, because I don't have that problem. We were never told that such and such people are our enemy or any of that shit. For us, it's just we are just us. We're made hateful by evolution. Because I think we were made hateful technically by evolution, but we're in that point where we're going away from that hatefulness. We can now move away from it. We have the opportunity and the ability because we are so safe. That's what I think. You know what I mean? Right, okay. We'll leave it down here. If I can get it here. A lot of the world still remains there. Yes, it does. It does. And that's unfortunate, but it is like, when the first sailing ship was made, and I don't know who made it, the Chinese, ancient Chinese could have done it, because that's our typical prevailing theory in my country, I think, as the ancient Chinese did it, which is why the Maori ended up here, because they're descended from China. Anyway, when they had done that, other people wouldn't have obviously been able to... other countries and other nations and other places hadn't done that yet. So they would still be technologically behind, but also because it would require a certain way of being able to think in order to do such things. You know what I mean? And we've only just been able to give all of that knowledge. Like, the entire knowledge of the world is accessible to every single one of us via our cell phone. That's only just happened in the last, what, 20 years? I can't fit through there. I'm not breaking it. I didn't bring an axe, so... Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a tree. We might just have to leave it here, because I don't know how it gets in. Because you can fit a normal car through there. You cannot fit this. This is far too big. Maybe I'll leave it at the airlock. 50 or so years need to clear bad people from the leading organizations. Yeah. But I think what we need is eventually for people to just be nice. Wishful thinking, very naive, I get it, but I feel that it is a possibility just through the, just the normal evolution of humanity. The longer we live and survive in situations where things aren't bad. You know what? Let's pop the key out. We'll hotwire it. Just so they don't never have to worry about losing the key. Humans are back in this. Yep. At least you have a third party rule over two sides bickering with each other. Yes, it is. Government bickering over two sides. Go figure. There's a species of tribal by nature. Yep, definitely. Look at any major city. This is true. But look at the culture of, like, say, I don't know, India. Look at the size of India. Much bigger than a village. Or the culture of America, or Russia, or I was gonna say Europe, but they don't really have a shared culture, do they? Australia. It's not that many people. Some things work at scale. Like culture will work at scale, and culture is what keeps our tribal thing in check, right? That's where our culture comes from, our tribe. America's biggest export is actually their culture. That's why my country's full of it. All right. We have a bunch of shit we need to take with us. That's why I didn't bring much. We need you. And... Fuck, what hand did I put you in? Secondary, so you must go into the secondary. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I know, people just can't be civil and respectful, though, can they? But sometimes they can. It's all a matter of culture, too. In some cultures, respect is shown one way, in some ways it's shown differently. Australia, mini America, yeah. Well, New Zealand's the same. We've got massive amounts of your culture here. Shit, I don't think I can climb over any of this without having to do a double take, eh? Ah, won't let me wiggle? Fine. Alright. How heavy are these? Because, ooh, you know what? We may not make it over the first time. That was heavy. Right. Don't wear it. Nah, primary hand. Darn it! YouTube says you got you again. That's because you still haven't figured out how to do it properly. Modern society proves everything. Nature definitely overcomes. Nurture overcomes nature in most senses. Nurture becomes your nature eventually. How you're nurtured becomes natural, and then that natural thing leads you to how you nurture. At least, you know, like it's an interesting concept, right? You get two people brought up in the same household. They're both abused the same way, verbally, whatever, it doesn't matter. And they both end up entirely different. One is likely to become an abuser of other people, and the other one is likely to try and become a protector of other people. It's very interesting how that happens. That's why the nature versus nurture thing I find to be like the chicken and the egg, except the chicken and the egg actually has a fucking answer, because you need the protein from the chicken in order to actually create the shell of the egg, correct? Protein? Something like that. But it also comes from, you know, it takes a village and that kind of stuff. Oh, looks like we're around the fence. Beautiful. Let's have a bit of a rest. Should be a law where annually every politician who's been there for 15 years and be hunted for sport. No. Just have term limits on everything. Literally, everything. You got term limits on presidency. Makes complete sense because you don't want tyrants and dictators, right? But like, and when I say everything, I mean the people that work at the White House, the guys who work at the FBI, all those people. Anyone who works for a state agency needs to be voted in or elected at some fucking level. Unless, you know, they're a clerk or something. Someone with power in a position to be able to dictate things that override other people's rights. Those people need to always be elected, in my opinion. And then held legally liable for the outcome of their actions. Just like you are. Over-nurturing can be too bad. Yes, yeah. Never had nurture. Well, at some point I thought I never did either, but then I realized that lack of was probably exactly what I needed to end up becoming what I needed to be. Minor factors come into play, but I mean, most for society in general, nurture becomes what is our nature. Yeah. Yeah, then what is our nature becomes how we nurture things. And so people born after like 2000s are so adapted to modern tech, so yep. Yep. And then they'll use it to teach. They'll use it to understand, and they'll use it to experience, and then that'll become the natural thing for them to do. And then they'll use that to nurture in the next lot of people, who will then learn the next natural thing, and then use that to nurture other people. They need to learn consequences. Yes. But here's the other problem. If you have a politician who could go to prison because they declared war and lost, you might never have a politician who ever declares war. Could be a good thing, but then you might get conquered. So there needs to be some sort of level somewhere. So term limits, I think, is probably the best way to do it. Because the consequences, you lose all your money, you lose your position of power, you lose all that shit, it's gone. Destroyed mental health industry, terrible acts instead of reforming and oversight, replace pharmaceuticals in prison. Yeah, well, during the vid, right? Like, where stay inside, stay away from everyone else, instead of eat good food and be healthy. Like, why was that not the message? The concept of consequences is fine to them? Yes. Well, it has to be. Because they know how bad those consequences are. They're the ones who dish them out, right? They're like, fuck, I don't want to be sitting next to that guy in prison. Fuck no. A judge's sentence, like, I don't know, 40 serial killers or something. It's like, yeah, okay, I want to be next to them. Yeah, sure. Like, no. Not literally, but darn close. I could imagine. Can't get rich selling someone's disability. Get rich by it's first alive. Sort of. I mean, yes. What's the saying? There's no money in a cure, only in prevention. Which is why it's why we get vaccines and not cures. But at the same time, some things can't really be cured, I suppose. You cure it by eradicating it out of existence by having so many people vaccinated. Like polio, right? Polio almost completely vanished. Because so many people just got vaccinated against it, it just disappeared. Is that right? The system in which you're incentivized by capital just doesn't work. Well, see, I don't look at the money as being the incentive to do something. I look at it as my ability to do what I want. But what do you mean by capital? Because if I go to work and get paid money, technically that's capital, but I'm never going to work for free. And how often do you even need something spray painted? So the barter system doesn't quite work either, although money is a bartering system. It's just you have no control over the value of it. You just have the control over how much of it is worth what you give it. Hey, Frizzle McDizzle, how you go? I just realized what I was saying. Hey, bro. For-profit healthcare is ridiculous. You should never have that. Healthcare should be a charity, but if that's the case, then why would they ever produce enough things for everyone? Right? Like, if they don't make any profit, how can they pay the research teams and all that kind of stuff to try and avoid the next virus that they probably created themselves? I said probably. Probably. Right, I think this actually has enough gas. Let's get moving. Healthcare and housing. I don't think government should be in the charity business. This is coming from a person whose country is very socialist in that nature. But I don't think they should be in that business. No, that should be left up to private individuals. And government's only job is to regulate us out of hurting ourselves. That should be it. End of story. Anything else is an overreach. Need basic rights. Yeah, I mean, if we could reform 230, that'd be lovely. Just saying. Capitalism has its flaws, yep, but it has brought the best of innovation. You're right. Well, without capitalism, we wouldn't be able to have such massive growth. The problem is that growth comes at a cost. Inflation. Okay. It's like I was saying to my mother-in-law and my wife. At the moment, we're paying through the nose for petrol. But if at the end of this, 100 million people are free, I don't give a shit. I'll pay $5 a litre for gas if it means that we're freeing 100 million people. That's a small price to pay. Because we're kind of in that direction. Charity. Healthcare's a human right, just like guns. See, that depends on where you are. See, in America, it makes sense that guns are a human right because the creation of your country was actually like dependent on guys with guns, protecting it, taking literally taking the law into their own hands. That country was founded on that principle. My country, not so much. My country was founded on the fact that they didn't want to get eaten anymore. The English got sick and tired of finding themselves on the breakfast table, so they went, all right, it's over. Let's try and figure out a way to coexist. And we've been friends ever since. Only has influence when you interact with others. Sometimes. If you write a contract that the other person can't understand and they sign it, I see no reason why the government should ever get involved in that crap. That person should never be able to take you to court. Ever. No! Just because you can't fucking read. Inflation comes from the usury and taxation. Yeah, but that usury and taxation is what funds all the growth. And when a company goes to a bank and says, hey, I want X amount of dollars, the bank doesn't have that money, but they're allowed to loan it to them. What actually happens is your reserve bank, I don't know if it's my reserve bank works like this. It's because it's, you know, controlled by the government to a degree. It turns around and says, okay, the banks that borrow money from us are going to pay 2.5%. Did that hurt me? No. They're going to pay 2.5% interest rate. But where does that money come from that our reserve bank gives them? Out of fucking thin air. They just type a couple of numbers into a bloody computer and the bank has more money. And it's paying back your government, or whoever owns your fucking reserve bank, that interest, whatever. That's what, in our country, we call it the official cash rate. It's what determines things like mortgage rates and stuff. That money's made up out of fucking thin air. It doesn't exist. But now the bank can loan that money to, I don't know, Nvidia, so they can go build another data center to create more AI. You know what I mean? That also I think that can bring down or increase inflation because it also ends up making more money available. But at the same time, it's making the money that was available worth less. Because, you know, more of it. Highest personal tax rates, lowest corporate rates. I honestly have no idea. I don't know what they've got. Contractor's fault, the client is rude. Yes, exactly. It's not the contractor's fault that the client's dumb. No, exactly. Yeah, no. There's no reason why the other person should be penalized for that. The person who makes the dumb choice should be the person who's penalized. That way we'll stop making dumb choices. It's not a hard thing to understand, but like we're never going to take the warning label off a bottle of bleach. Yeah? We should. We're not. Traffic lights. Something I'd rather us not have, but we need them. US spends enough on military that you could fix all the problems in the country with less than half its level. Yeah, but if you fix the problem, what are you going to then need to produce money for that you can then attach an interest rate to so that someone can borrow so that you can then inflate your currency so you can create more money out of nothing. You always need something to build, something to do, and some problem to fix. Always. Unfortunately, you guys just have as fucking many of them as you could possibly get. I see what Nick Shirley's up to, and if you haven't, wow. Check out what that fella's doing. 23 years old, man? God damn. Preparing for hostile invasion. Hey, alien, hey, you're right. They're coming. They're up there, they're on their way. But like, you're right, like, if anything, these current conflicts, I mean, we'll see how the Iran thing plays out. If anything, it goes to show that the American military forces, when used correctly, are very... it's like Space Marines versus the Imperial Guard. You can say PDF, but that's not quite right. A majority of us want happiness for humanity. Yes, that's exactly it, PZ. You probably all want the same thing, you just have a different vision on how to get there. And the outcome is also going to be different, right? For example, the 15, 16, 18-year-old me, happiness was communism. Because, I mean, I didn't have to do shit. And I still got to drive around in a car and play video games. Yeah? I think completely differently today. So it all depends on what your own experience is, right? Some people that have never experienced any sort of hardship may not quite understand why somebody wouldn't want it. For example, if you're going to ask somebody whether communism is good or bad, if you were to ask a communist in America, like a person who's come from a communist country to America, they're likely to say it's bad, right? If you ask one who's still over in that country, they're likely to say it's good. I mean, maybe not. But you ask a person who's never been there or lived under it whatsoever, they might say it's good. Weird. It's just a matter of perspective based on your own experience, right? And you're right, the divide doesn't help. But that's where you need better leaders, because your leaders suck. Well, the American leaders suck. Not all of them, granted. We won't go into the details and shit, but god damn. They know how to inflame shit, don't they? And the media does not help. Yeah, it's the crabs in a bucket syndrome, right? You can just stomp somebody else into the ground. They're trying to climb out, be like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. So you grab and pull them down. You're exactly this. You were exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's because we were young. We didn't know any better. To us, it looked like everyone had it easy because we had it easy. We didn't have to get up and go to work and bust our ass. We're 15, 18 years old. We hadn't done that yet. Our parents had, though. So when they said, no, that shit sucks, we didn't listen because they were our parents. But they were right. All economic shows have flaws if somebody's, if everyone's rich, nobody is. Well, here's the thing. I'm not quite sure if, because we need rich people in order to create the industries and businesses, blah, 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 and so forth. And the reason why they're able to do it is because they've already done it, therefore they're capable of doing it. The reason why you haven't done it is because you don't actually know how. If you were taught how, maybe you could. But they do know how, which is why they keep doing it. But we need them to do it. But what if everybody had the same amount of money? It just would never work. Because it would mean that every business would have to be like spread out and for example, what was it, Bezos? I mean, obviously he solved it. He had a thing that needed something, so he created a business that solved that problem. And then another business that solved the next problem, so forth and so on. I don't know what the whole space thing was for. Skulls for the skull throat, yes. Yeah, pretty much. That was the Maduro thing, right? Straight in, bang, grab leader, out. Like, fuck me. There was more personification of a space marine. I've never seen it. Milk for your cornflakes. Cornflakes. Crunchy cornflakes are the best. You know, like the ones with peanuts. Stop all their fraud and abuse. That would be great, but good luck. The only way you do that is by having, like, Nick Shirley, for example, would not be who he is if those things didn't exist. Right? But because those things exist, now he does. And now that he's bringing it all about, bringing it out to light, other people are too. Now the news is actually getting involved. I saw CBS reporting on it and shit. And hopefully from there, it can impress upon enough people that politicians start taking a give a shit and start changing it. Or other people then take over their place and say, you know what? They're not doing it. I will. But all these things take time. But thankfully, now at least we know. We knew, right? How else do you think that people who are stomping on someone's head every day keeps winning in the election? Because they're fucking cheating. Obviously. We knew, but we didn't know, right? Nobody needs to be rich or poor. No, but what I'm saying is the people that have more value and wealth today, they generally have it because they're capable of doing it. Or, you know, they're born into it, you know, inheritance or whatnot, got lucky. Lotto does exist, you know, that kind of thing, but I ain't no Jeff Bezos. I never will be. Doesn't mean I didn't start a few things. Not those things. Former Warsaw Pact country parents describe communism as a nightmare. Yes, everyone I've actually ever spoken to who's come from a communist nation says it's horrible, you don't want it. Everyone. Not a single one of them has said, yeah, it's great. In fact, most of them have had to flee. So, you know, but of course they're going to say it's horrible. They had to flee. I imagine if I spoke to like a rich communist, like, you know, Assad or whatever, he'd say it's great. Yep. Those that need help will always have a hard time getting it. Like I was saying before, a couple of weeks ago or last week or whatever, you had The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, right, asking everyone to, you know, reach in your pockets and help out everybody in Hawaii. Cool. Like, don't get me wrong, like, that's nice and all, but between those two, they could have solved the problem themselves, said nothing to anyone, and nobody would have fucking known. What's the point of having wealth if you don't use it to help? But not enough of us think that way yet. Some of us do, but it's also probably why we're not rich. Right? Because we help too much. Stop looking at me like that. Wife's just like, stop it. Alright, I gotta look at the other one. I can't read all this. Or his money is part of the PayPal mafia. Just bought companies. So yeah, well, but doesn't his family also own an emerald mine or something? But didn't he also offer to pay all the TSA guys? Like, didn't he offer to pay like all the people that the Democrats are refusing to pay? I might be mistaken, but I swear I saw. I don't think he did it, because now ICE is in the airports. But I swear I saw something about it. I'm like, now that's what I'm talking about, right? Like, it took you a bloody month. Not like you don't use the bloody airport, mate. You know? God damn. Alright, we've got another car here for the mechanic. You guys are all over this, dude. It's not like as you think. Most of those silver spoon kids became poor. Yeah, no, but that's the point I'm making. They became poor because they didn't know how to accumulate the wealth that was accumulated by the person who actually did it. They didn't know how. It's the swings and roundabouts, right? The good times, bad people, bad times, good people, good times, bad, you know? It's that. Nothing is wrong with the 5 families issuing the world's currency and causing all those dumbass wars. It's paid 51 plus change USD for 14.3 gallon tank of gas. Well, see, Seed, I look at it like this. What you're paying for is the liberation of 100 million people. Son of a bitch. Okay, it's not attached. I look at it like that. We're paying almost $4 a gallon here. It's going to be $4 a gallon. No, sorry, $4 a litre soon. I need a log, otherwise I can't get in my car. We're going to be paying about $4 a litre soon here, and I don't care. As long as it brings about the freedom of 100 million plus people, I don't give a shit. I'm paying an $80 fine because I refuse to run over a bloody cat. I don't care. So Walton was actually a nice caring man. His spoiled children who turned Walmart into the monster today. Yeah, see, but that's the point I'm making, right? But it's how would you stop that? That's the nature becoming the nurture thing. The swings and roundabouts, so forth and so on. Because you can't prevent that. Because how does the person who went through the hardship to create what you now inherited, how do you go through the same thing when you've already got it? Fixed. Beautiful. Easy for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Valid, but like, put it this way. If I was poor and had to do terrible things because I couldn't figure out how to like get a job or, you know, so I was a criminal. So I did bad things. And then one day maybe those bad things led me to winning lotto, and then I used that money at charity to help a lot of people. Would that be looked favorably upon, or what? Or would it be like, too bad, you did all that damn shit, you did all that dumb shit earlier, too bad? I'd like to think that it would be looked upon as a good thing. So maybe you can. That's why they bought heaven. That's funny. I don't know, Planet. I got comments going everywhere, dude. Problem with communism, the government in charge of the money hoards the money. Yes, because they're in charge of everything. In capitalism, it rewards gaming the system. Socialism is the same issue with communism. Democracy tends to fall apart. Large-scale anarchy is chaos. Yes. Well, actual anarchy would be close to perfection. Because you need, like, actual anarchy is no rules, no regulation, because it's unnecessary. Not just the lack of those things, but the lack of those things because they're no longer needed. That's true anarchy, I think. That, hell yeah! Give me that, because then we've got Star Wars. No, Star Trek. Good, not Star Wars. Oh, hell no. That comes after. Wait. What would come first, Star Wars or Star Trek? And here's a question related to Star Wars. Is it in our current timeline? Because we know Battlestar Galactica is like, you know, pre-humanity. Because it's a galaxy far, far away. That implies that it's just not here. Light sound better, war in a kind of it. People didn't really win a lot as much as they called cash for employees about. Yeah, well, maybe. See, that's what I mean. It's all about circumstance, isn't it? And there's no way we can know anybody else's circumstance. Actual anarchy would work if we were kind to each other. Well, we need to get kind to each other in order for it to work. All right, let's go get some gas. What's the time? No, we've got plenty of time. At least I think so. I don't know, because we haven't got there yet. Star Trek came first? Okay. So we went from everybody being cool and not needing anything to space fascism. Welcome. So I'm of the opinion that Star Wars is happening now, and Star Trek is our future. And Battlestar Galactica was our past. Big if? Yeah, no, exactly, yeah, no, but, like, I mean, it's all a big if, isn't it? Alright, gas, what are you? Hello? How dare you? Go. Let's check out comfrey, because I used it all on my leg. Still splintered, I think it's still fractured, but Battlestar Galactica is supposed to be cyclical. Well, the end of Battlestar Galactica has them landing on Earth while we're cavemen. That's the end of it, right? It'll all happen before, it'll all happen again. Well, Star Wars happens in parallel to our current timeline. And I'm guessing Star Trek and the other one. I don't know. How I don't know the full timeline of Star Wars from its start to finish, but I'm guessing it's hundreds of thousands of years. Because it's a galaxy far, far away. Not a long time ago. Stargate? Stargate's happening right now. Like, I thought it was the biggest psyop in the world. Remember the episode of Stargate where they're making an episode of Stargate? Because that guy who had the from the alien from the other planet was making the TV show. Remember that? That was Inception, bro. That was them, like, going, yeah, see, this isn't a show about a thing that's actually happening, see, because we would never put a show about a thing just to make, you know, make it obvious. No, man, Stargate's happening right now. Yeah, damn right. How long ago? But also in a galaxy far, far away. So our past running parallel. So Star Wars is also happening right now. Shit. Yeah, hey, so I told you, Stargate's happening right now. Yep. That's why they had to shut the show down. Because people getting too inquisitive. I was starting to wonder. Maybe it is real. They're right, of course it is. That's a water can. Long time ago, 4 years born, so wild. Haha! We need to change that message. Everyone knows how suspicious it is. No, let it go, FK. It's against the rules. Big episode. A bit of history where they find the remains of a crew from a previous iteration. I'm trying to remember which one that was. Because I remember the one where she died. Okay. Wait, Galaxy Quest is happening right now too? Shit. After the end of World War II, the world was split into two. East and West. But, are we talking about current timeline? That also makes sense. Star Trek, doing a Warhammer. Oh shit. Oh, it's moved again. Dune, because Warhammer's last, isn't it? We haven't created the gods yet, have we? I know, sometimes I think Slanesh is real. Fifth Element, extra bullshit. Ah, it's a side story. Right? In one of those universes, it's a side story. It's a thing that's happening on the side. It could easily fit into Warhammer, as fucking crazy as that world is. What's happening right now is bullshit. What happened in the past is bullshit. Kids what the future holds. Hang on. Bullshit. I also have a bit of crunchy bars stuck in my throat, which I can't seem to dislodge. So this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't think I got rid of it. You're a meat popsicle? Oh, I didn't even know that. Wait, what? Okay. Multi-pass. So the last starfighter was current time 40 years ago. Oh, really? Maybe a code select damage? No, I'm not sure. Oh, okay. But it fits! Dude, it fits! What can I say? Keep clear, I'm trying. Hey! We'll get there. You think the end of the Human Federation begins the Age of Strife? Oh. Interesting. Occam's razor and pattern recognition. Oh, what? Hang on, wait, what did I miss? Star Wars meant to be like Warhammer, reflect the human desire of green and what this is true. I went the wrong way. Ah! We got a gas station down here, this'll do. Think humanity is well and truly doomed? Maybe, maybe. Yeah, I was trying to clear the crunchy bar out of the back of my throat, but I can't. It's still stuck there. I'll either start choking or I'll end up getting rid of it. One of the two things will happen. It does taste kind of funny. Oh, I was forcing that cough to try and get it to come out. It's not working. What'd you do today? May have muted your mic. Well, thank God I didn't unmute it. Spance seems like it's quite close to us, though, I reckon. Oh, what's up, Trico? And what is left over to Reapers of the World? Hey! Firefly feels more like our situation now. Chat keeps moving. That one guy with a plan to make perfect a world, but in the process everything and everyone has to be destroyed because no one is perfect. That sounds like the Emperor of Mankind! Leaving what is left over to Reapers of the World. See, there you go. Warhammer. Wants to know when is Guardians of the Galaxy? Because if Groot exists now, she wants him. Oh, good call, good call. Isn't Guardians... No, Guardians is taking place right now, isn't it? Because, like, so's Men in Black and the Avengers all at the same time, which is why none of us remember any of those, like, the attack on, like, was it New York or whatever? Because it all got zapped. We just don't know. You guys think when you're taking selfies? Eh? Past BS, present BS, guess what the future will be? BS! It's all BS. At the end of the day, it'll be what it is. You can probably guess, maybe have a good sort of educated or calculated guess of where things might go, just based on like what's happening now, because the opposite is going to be what happens next. Baby Yoda, really? Fair enough. Eat something like bread. Yeah, to help force it down. You totally hang with Rock. Bro, Rock would be cool. You kidding me? You'd be all over Nebula. Of course you were. You would be. Yeah, of course. We might get in trouble just talking about it, so careful now. Christmas galaxy? The hell's the Christmas galaxy? Oh, Tron? Ugh, no. But, I mean, each to their own. Well, there you go. Wait, I don't know when it was. I assumed it happened within the same timeline, because don't they meet up with like Thanos and all that shit? Community as well and truly do. Well, but that's coming from his perspective. He's not entirely wrong, but what'll end up happening is people will start to learn and miss that social interaction, and they'll just find a different way of getting it. We're doing it right now, without leaving our homes. There's just no physical interaction between any of us, but we're socializing right now. And in today's world, it's probably a lot safer. Do one of your tablets get lodged? Yeah, I don't normally have this problem. I don't normally eat crunchy bars, though. Nebula's just Guardian's version of a Twi'lek. Hey, don't you speak badly of Twi'leks. The most likely future, though, is Terminator. You're right. Yeah. Alright, PZ, it's been good, dude. Thanks, man. Cool, dude. Have a good one. Oh, I love that. Just non-stop chat for like the last, like half an hour. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened here? Why are they all standing there? Okay. Yeah, you got Skynet. Duh. We're using it right now. YouTube's part of it. So's Twitch. Hey, Microsoft, we know this. The automated drones? Oh, yeah, we're practically there already, aren't we? Either that or Fallout. Yeah, no. Well, yeah. The opportunity for Fallout to have occurred has been quite a few times. Wasn't there one moment with like some Russian dude? Was it a Russian or American? That doesn't matter. One of the two sides was looking down at their like radar or whatever, and they went, "Holy shit, that signal there means someone's launched a rocket." And like their orders are to launch one back. They choose not to because it turns out it was a fucking solar flare or something. Like, we were so close to World War III, to a total annihilation before I was even born. But we didn't get there. Cooler heads prevailed. Question is, would those cooler heads exist today? Oh. Night, Vicky. Oh, wait. Yep. Night, buddy. See you tomorrow. Just everyone saying goodnight and just filled up the chat. I'm like, I need to scroll up. Thanks, guys. That's gonna look great on the metrics. Cheers. You're leaving harness? See? Told you I couldn't read. Later, Han. Wait. This isn't the gas station I thought it was. I drove past it already. I did, didn't I? It's back here. Back here? No, it's further in, isn't it? Further in? Who cares? 2 times Russian supported nukes? Ah, damn. It's twice? One guy to submarine, another in a weather station. Damn, okay. They're just not in power. Well, that's a good thing. Well, here's hoping, Giant. Wait a minute, I always have been. Yeah, I went the wrong way again, didn't I? I should have kept going. Yep, I should have just trusted my instincts and kept driving forward. Always forward. Don't look back. You ain't going that way. Right? Something like that. Surely they nearly pushed the button a few times. Well, I'm wondering if a button has been pushed and then another one was pushed right after it that just turned the fucking thing off. You know what I mean? It's landed in an ocean somewhere. They've just never said anything. That would not surprise me either. Yeah, I hope it does too, bro. Like a rocket would be great, but it might be overwhelming. Someone always these when you get up and let the dog out. Ah, this is the gas station I was looking for. Beautiful. All right. We can't drive under that technically, but I'm pretty sure we can get close enough that we can fill up the ride. Oh yeah, alright, let's go bash something in the face. It's been a minute. Ma'am. That's embarrassing. Yeah, if they ever do declassify it. Don't worry, if they redact it, we'll just chuck it into like, what, MS Paint and just remove the redactions. It's fine. Fuck me. You see there, I can't remember which one it is, but one of the American institutions, I'm not sure which one it is. One of the 3 elite agencies, I think, put in a request or a patent for multi-redaction technology or something. PNC Nook, no. What? Oh, maybe. What is that? Wait, what is it? It's only missing nukes at planes dropped just lying around the forest somewhere. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Horrific to think about. It doesn't surprise me. Nope. Not much does these days. It's not saying much. I'm like, why am I so fucked up? Yeah, I know. Just realised that. It was the first day I've been able to smoke a joint. Oh yeah. And I've overdone it, because of course I did. So let's get the pattern going. Well, the first bomb and the second one, right? The ones that were dropped on good old Japan. Weren't they like, it was impossible to land with those still attached? They literally had to drop them one way or another. Wasn't that the case? It wouldn't surprise me if some plane got into trouble or something while it's flying around, you know. What would we call those? I don't know what the technical term is for it. I know what it is when it's like flying around an aircraft carrier or battle group. It's, you know, the, it's called a CAP, right? What's it, close air patrol or something? I don't know what you call those bombers that'll be on like standby alert that are constantly flying around. B-52 bomber crashed, dropping 2 nukes. One parachute deployed, the other fell freely. Single safety switch saved it. Oh shit. But yeah, that was the thing, right? Like, it would not surprise me there's a bunch of these. Didn't some guy find one and turn it into like a nuclear power plant for his house? Then he got arrested for it? I'm trying to think. Because like, my country prides itself on, we are nuclear free. While we have at least 2 nuclear reactors that I know of. And they're at universities. Transport delivery systems were identical, what? So they could have landed with them? Oh. Goes off on ground level, contaminates the ground, stays billions of years. So what, Hiroshima and Nagasaki is still fucked? Nah, didn't they rebuild there? I mean, granted, they're small bombs, aren't they? They're small bombs. Normal bomber bombs. Oh, I see what you're saying. They weren't like nukes like we have today. Fuck. Get rid of all nukes. Agreed. To a degree, I suppose. I suppose the one good thing about the creation of them is it's prevented anyone from ever using them. If Japan had them, they would never have had one dropped on their head. The problem is when a nutcase gets their hands on one. Right? The last thing we're going to want is, I don't know, North Korea to have one. I think they already do. Otherwise, why the hell are they still there? Oh wait, they don't have oil, do they? No. They won't get next day. Oh bro, yeah, well you couldn't let them have it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't care about my gas prices right now. I'll pay the price for other people's freedom. I'll do that. What about 40s nukes? So it's just, yeah, there's normal bombs. A lot more power. What? That sounds like it's terrible. Yes, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they already did, but I don't know. Otherwise it would be like super shit. It destroyed them, but everything went into the atmosphere. Ah, okay. See, I just know that that those things were dropped on them, and I can also understand the reason why, despite the fact that you know, I can disagree with it. It was either drop it on all of those innocent civilian people, because we don't know how many were soldiers, I've got no idea, or face mass casualties of troops. I get the thing, it's just one side brainwashed, other side volunteers. It's not what they made in the Manhattan. I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about either. Because I figured it was, you know, it used, so how do they work? An explosion goes off, and what does that do? It forces, like, atoms together or something. And those atoms hitting each other then explode. Is that how that shit works? It's just, we figured out how to do it with a bigger payloads? Oh, I've seen the Tsar bomber. Yeah, I mean, what the hell, dude? Atoms to fuse or split. Yes. So, do we just do it a different way these days? So I realized that even I was getting confused. So it's time to clarify. The nukes for show forced everyone in the world. Yes. No, it pretty much ended. The funny thing is, it didn't actually end conflict. You guys had, like, there was another war, the Korean one, like right after it. It's either fission or a combo of fusion and fission. Kind of just a bigger, more efficient. Right, okay. Which is why they're more powerful. Okay. I was like, so what? They just put in more nuclear material and now we got bigger bomber? bigger bomb? Someone else would have dropped them, might have been worse. Well, we say that because we were the ones who dropped it. I say we because it was our side who did it. But if it was the other side who did it, we wouldn't even be sitting here talking. I doubt very much we would be here talking at all. Let alone being able to have this conversation. We all know what fascism is like, right? Too many rules. Natural fission event, which then goes out of control. We haven't been able to do fusion yet. Oh, okay. With H-bombs, fusion ignites a much larger fission explosion. All right, I'm going to have to look that shit up later. Interesting. Because there's a lot more that can come from that, right? Like, okay, so I just finished watching The Expanse. And those guys using, like, fusion reactors or whatever. Now, I don't even know what the hell that means. But, I know it's got something to do with nuclear. And would we ever get there if we didn't do the other thing first? Like, I don't like the fact we've got nuclear bombs and we can wipe out millions of people in fucking instant. I think that's a horrific thing to ever do. But if we had never made that thing to do that thing, would we ever have the next thing that comes next, which actually might be rather helpful? I don't know. I don't think so. And is one price willing to pay to get the other? Maybe. Especially if we're not the ones willing to pay it, right? Fusion's a big goal. I reckon that'd be wicked if we could get there. we're gonna achieve few. Well, haven't we got? Aren't we getting close? I swear someone's like. I swear I saw something about someone getting close. Because basically what it is it's making some kind of material that creates more energy than you're putting in, right? That's the golden thing there. Sorry, the gold. Yeah, well, they had the what was it, the heavy water or whatever the bloody hell it was? Production things up in, was it Norway? I think I remember watching a documentary on how they blew that shit up. And I'm looking at it going, dude, these guys had some balls, man. It's like the shit I got up to as a young'un. Woo-hoo-hoo. Nope. Nope. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck no. Nope. Oh, these guys were next level, man. H2 and H2 equal H4. Huh? They aren't going to get until they realize it has to be a sphere, not a ring. Hadron Collider and other colliders are trying to achieve. Let's make one even bigger and think that'll do it. Did the Hadron Collider cause like an earthquake? Because it... How was it explained to me? Someone explained. Okay, so they said it builds up a bunch of energy and okay, so he explained it to me because I'm a dumbass. He said, imagine a whole bunch of energy put into capacitors all released at once. Well, if you do an experiment, if you're trying to do an experiment, so you've got all that energy built up, but you can't do the experiment because something's gone wrong, you've still got to put that energy somewhere. And he said underneath it is an energy vault or dump or something, where they just dump all that energy just straight down underneath it somewhere. And apparently that fault line's connected to the same one of the Himalayas, right? Colliders killed a man and an atom went through his head. What the f... I don't know if that would necessary. Nope. Look up unholy things done at CERN. Oh, it sounds okay. I could imagine they've done some weird shit, or they've seen some weird shit because they're fucking with a level of like physics, right? And mathematics that is beyond current comprehension. Which is why they're doing it, so we can comprehend things we don't quite yet comprehend, right? Why do they have to make everything so complicated? Where did I put my food? Oh, shit. That's why I'm picking it up. I left it in that black car, didn't I? Yep. So forgave many general war criminals in the process. Who did? Oh, Germans were only months away from nuclear bombs. US recruited. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess they had to, right? Can't work for us. No, no, no. Ill past transgressions are gone. War crimes only exist because one side loses. Like, if the other side won, the crimes would be different. But yeah, they weren't very far away themselves, were they? Was it known at the time how close they were? Was it known to people? Or did they like, did we just fucking get lucky? I swear we got lucky, right? Did we just get lucky? No, undo the car! No! There's the fusion failures. Damn right? What the hell, man? That happened. He was alive for like 5 days after he stuck his head in the pipeline thinking that. Oh no! Okay, well it's its own damn fault then. But still, shit. CERN's not the. Yeah, I know there's others. I just don't know where they are. Other current law is harming innocents in your opinion. That can't be helped though. Because what do you consider harm? The fact like I can't go to work. The road down the road from me's been bombed. Like I lost a loved one. So as far as I'm concerned, every part of war harms every single person that's involved in it one way or another. It can't be helped. That's why it's so tragic. It should always be avoided. you got to ask yourself what really is innocent. If a guy goes, if you vote for me, I'm going to build the biggest army in the world, and I'm going to go to war with everyone, and I'm going to murder millions of people, and you vote for him, would you consider that yourself to be innocent? I wouldn't. But then if he goes, hey guys, I'm going to be the coolest dude ever, just vote for me, everything will be fine. You vote for him, he turns into a tyrant, now you can't get rid of him. I'd consider you to be a victim. War is never pretty. No. Never changes either. Actually appealed to have shotgun. Yes, they did. Was it World War I? Because they were so devastating in the trenches or something. Yeah, but sure. Allow shrapnel artillery. Yeah, okay. Toy isn't allowed because it beats my toy. Yeah, pretty much. Most shotguns today have stupid slow pumps because of the trench gun. Yeah, maybe. But it's one of those weird hypocritical things. But however, I'm wondering if at the time it had to do... Nah, because they didn't give a shit about how soldiers' minds worked, did they? I was going to say, because I could see a humanitarian aspect of this, the soldier using it and surviving afterwards. All constantly changes, the consequences don't. Yeah, the only way I actually interpret that fucking saying is that it hurts everyone and people die. That's the only way I can interpret that to make any sense, because it's like, wait, what do you mean? I don't see anyone flying biplanes. Although you do have a blip, I'll give you that. Borderline semi-auto. Is that the one you get in Red Dead Redemption? Love that thing. And can't you shorten your pump? Surely you can shorten it, right? Not the barrel length, I mean the action of the pump itself. Flip a little lever, just pump away, perfect thing. Oh, okay. Super fast firing, experience hands down. So, it's telling me that shit doesn't... So what about, like, I don't know, the auto shotguns of today? They don't fire that fast? Is that what you're saying?
Hey!
It basically means it's always the old... Yeah. The old sending in the young to die. Yeah. Always. The young man always pays for the old man's folly. It's not just related to war, it's politics and stuff. The decisions of our parents and those who came before them, we're dealing with the consequences of today.
Hey!
Did they intend them? Don't know. But now that we know what the outcome are, surely we can intend something else, right?
Hey!
Woohoo! Thanks, Ned.
Hey!
Oh, look at that spray! Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, let's watch the rest of them spawn in, shall we? I'm shotguns for civilians aren't allowed to have little lever for auto fire. Wait, shotguns actually have that? For some reason, sword offs are illegal. They deem the killing weapon is too deadly. Yeah, the weapon designed to kill people is too deadly. No country for old men, dude. Oh, he uses a trench gun in that? Because all I remember of that movie is the guy with the cattle killer, right? Sorry, that's what we called him. I don't know, what do you call him? The thing that fires the pin into the animal's brain to kill them, right? I don't know if they still do that shit today. Fallout's supposed to show dystopian cesspool. Fallout fans love it, missed the point entirely. Yeah, no, I know. But that doesn't help necessarily by the humor of it either. Because it doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't know if that's intentional or not, because Wasteland's different. Have you ever played Wasteland? The first one's kind of, what the fuck is this? Second one ain't bad. Third one's like a continuation of the second. But that was the first Fallout, and that was a little bit more serious. I pressed all the wrong buttons there. But that took itself, I'm pretty sure, mostly seriously. I don't remember there being many funny jokes in there, but then I'm trying to think Fallout 1 and 2. I don't think there was many in that either. There's 3 and 4 that there's a lot of parody in it. Whether it's intentional or not, I don't know. I assume so. New Vegas too, but I mean, shit. New Vegas, man. And was it Interplay that made Wasteland? Always took Fallout as a warning of what could be. I think we're supposed to, right? I love the bomb. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I thank Ned for that one. That was found in, I think, in his trailer. Anton Schur. Yeah, he's from... that's the main protagonist, isn't it? Antagonist? Protagonist? Yeah. Cyberpunk's the opposite problem. The fans get the message, but are so desensitized they don't care. Yeah. Well, the problem is that Cyberpunk is shit. It's a good game, like in terms of like a game, it's good. Graphics, yeah, cool. The story's a bit, but we were all expecting to be like, for example, I was expecting to be able to rip my legs off and replace them with something, change my hands over with something else. There's none of that. Every decision you make has got absolutely no consequence to the game whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of disconnection between like what we were expecting and what we got. But if you actually go and look at Witcher 1 and Witcher 2 and compare them to Witcher 3, you'll understand Cyberpunk so much more. A lot of pop culture references. Otherwise, the first game's tone is bleak. Yep. That's right. Interplay made Wasteland. Yeah. So they're the ones who gave us Fallout 1 and 2. I think, didn't they also give us fucking Baldur's Gate, the first one? Wasn't that them? Oh, man. They were the shit back then, dude. Wait, were they Descent? God damn, they were the shit back then. Yeah, man. Anton is the antagonist. Llewyn Moss, played by Josh Brolin, is the protagonist. Aha! I might have to watch that again. It's been a long time. Oh, thanks. That's the wrong bag, but we'll worry about it later. Do some Easter eggs and stuff, though. Yeah. Made illegal in the 20s because mobsters were using them against law enforcement. Then the mob got Thompsons. Yeah, that must have been fun for them. Highly inaccurate weapon, or is it actually accurate and the shows and shit just lie about it? People setting up booby traps with them. Bro, you could carry a sawn off in your pocket. If you sawed it over under, you know, the ones that are like this, not like this. If you sawed one, it would only be that fucking long. It would fit in your pocket. First policy was supposed to Interplay. Yeah, I thought so. Thought so. Damn, man. We're going back fucking almost 30 years, aren't we? Shit. What, 94, 96, 92, somewhere around there. Ooh. Always need more of those. Alright, got any more of those in here? There's 13 gun cases on the shelf. The shelf is actually too full. It's had a loot spawn. That's funny. That's funny. Just not of anything we want. Okay. And nothing else will spawn here because the shelf's entirely full. Actually, it might do. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to see what happens. 59. Alright, we'll see. Was made by BioWare, but published by them, yeah. Got bought by Bethesda and Cinemax thanks to Todd Howard. I thought they bought Obsidian. What actually happened to Interplay? Because Interplay disappeared. Didn't they? Because, like, aren't the guys from Obsidian, aren't some of them Interplay? I don't know, because I never knew these people's names, because I never gave a shit. I cared about the game they made. I didn't care about the people who made it. Not trying to be rude, it's just I cared about the game. Like, I don't give a fuck who made it. Just make me a good game. And they make good games! So, you know. Booby traps are only legal because they get used against law enforcement. If law enforcement was smarter, there wouldn't be an issue. Well, I mean, mate, we have to put a warning label on bleach. Just saying. There has to be an age limit before you can buy a gun or drive a car. Let alone vote or drink booze. Case of the guy set up a sword off as a trap because people keep breaking in. He intentionally set up aiming the legs. He lost the case. It's better legally to not leave them alive. Shit, really? Damn. Fuck. I don't know. We have insurance these days, so fuck it. Let them steal whatever it is they want. You can always just get it back later. You're paying for it anyway. I mean, I don't know, because our insurance doesn't work that way. I don't think there's anything I have to pay if I get robbed. If my car gets, you know, smashed, that's a completely different story. They went bankrupt if Bethesda bought them up. So Interplay still existed? Shit, I thought they didn't even exist. Because I know, like, the Obsidian went broke, which is why they got bought. I didn't know Interplay was even still around. I thought they, like, disappeared years ago. Alright, let's just go. Oh, shit, let's go. Former Interplay devs worked on Obsidian. Now Obsidian's completely different. Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Interplay got bought a French company that then went bankrupt. Right. Okay, yeah, so that's why I hadn't heard of them. For like 20 years. Bootsy? It's Mama Bootsy. Hey, Mama Bootsy. The Warlock Hammer of Tanglewood. They're brushing against a very fine line there. Hey! Too bad you can't. Can you roll dice? I think. Hey! I got a 15 on a D20. Gimme. I didn't know we could do that. Right, it's stupid. Hell yeah, we play board games? Are you kidding me? Shit. No, we just need the games. No original devs on any pay to work to other things. Many retired. I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, we're talking 30 years ago, aren't we? Did I see another cigar box? Or was that the same one? Used to be comprised of former Interplay devs, and then they got all fired in exchange for DEI hires to the point everything exists got pushed out. What was the last thing they did? It was Avowed, eh? Oh, that was dog shit. I see what they were doing there, but no. I'm sorry, that style of open world should never have existed in the first place. If you're gonna do an open world game, you do an open world game. What the hell were these load screen bollocks? Nope. Why am I so fat and heavy? It's a good question. Can't seriously be you. Must be. Oh no, it's one of those. No, they are empty. So it's just all that ammo? Huh. About Outer Worlds 2. I didn't play the second Outer Worlds. Outer Worlds 1 was kind of alright, but it's not very bad. Roll dice, draw a card from a deck. Oh, you draw cards too? Yeah, sawed-off weapons in my country are the favoured weapons to use because they can fit in the pocket, and no one's arguing with you when you've stuck a fucking sawed-off shoddy in their stomach. Well, some people will, because they know you're not going to pull that trigger. Use the right shotgun, right ammo, you can extend the range of the shotguns. Yeah, isn't it like single-shot slugs? I saw someone shooting a piece of rebar. That's crazy. Sometimes were and still are expensive. Man, if Jim was here, he could tell us all about it. Agents can suppress a police with a mounted gunfire from drum mags. in chat sometimes one of our friends will show up. He's an older gentleman. He himself actually has one. He's allowed it. He's legally allowed it. Block 19. Yeah, see, pistol grips of any kind aren't even allowed to be imported here. So it's like, what'll happen is some guy will fake an ID of some description and pretend to be somebody else, and then he'll use that ID to go to a legit person who legitimately owns a gun and buy that gun off them using this fake license. And then they'll end up out on the street. So the guns that most gangsters tend to get their hands on are ones that you can already procure legally. Which is why they always look funny. You look up like New Zealand gang gun seizures and you look at the guns that they find. It's rather interesting. Like you'll find sawed-off 22 rifles. Bolt action like I don't know what, 30-06s or whatever. Which have had the butt and the barrel sawn right down. What the guy buy? Like yeah, 22 rifle here, like bought second hands, like 200 bucks. Black market, couple grand. Shot it with no stock and a shorter barrel, it just can't be sawn off. I don't know if we can get a no stock anything that has a pistol type grip. I'm not sure about shotgun, to be perfectly honest. I'm almost certain rifles, and I say pistol grips, that apparently does not incorporate revolvers. It might do. It might do now. It's been a minute. There was a while when I cared, and I don't give a shit anymore. Because I can't buy one anyway, so I don't give a fuck. But my wife has one, so. Oh, yeah, you're talking about in the US? Yeah, okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you guys can buy Glocks. Like, you can't buy a Glock in a store. There's no think you can. But yes, John, that's the point that I was getting at. Yeah. Anything can have a pistol grip if you're inventive. And so what they do is they cut it off. The back part and the front part. And that's why it ends up costing a couple of grand. Last time I checked, I wouldn't know what the prices are these days. Nothing of any value. Oh, hello. I'm trying to get everybody into understanding the gloriousness of the garbage bag. I mean, a box of garbage bags, mate, weighs 1, right? A single garbage bag weighs 0.1. There's 20 garbage bags. I think it's 20. And a single box. I think it's 20. Which means you can carry them around with you. So hang on. They make perfect loot bags. Oh, you guys, yeah, I know, you can buy practice. I mean, you can buy anything. Cool. Right? But you get a Mac 10 with an extended clip. Paperwork. Hey, Serena. Remember what we said about saying things that could get you in trouble? You know, like howdy, for example. You'll get shadow banned for howdy, but that's just fine. Alright, yeah. Fuck it. I'm putting those in my car. We're gonna have like a green and a yellow or blue headlight. I can't remember what it was. Cyan? Yeah, blue. I should know this. I'm a fucking painter. Normally we would grab all of this lovely... Eating it. Oh, you don't need to be registered to be... Okay, that's okay. That's good. It's good. It's good. It's fine. It's good. Whew. Let's get legal loopholes to make Saul Goodman blush. Hey, man, if you had him on your side, though, you'd easily get it, right? ATF and B dispatch your location to feed your dog. No, just take your dog next door. 2 registered, but they're bored on base. Well, there we go. Interesting. You want to be the cop who has to knock on the door of someone who admits to having a pile of unregistered shotguns? Yeah. Because I don't expect the person to use them. Especially if they've already told me. It's like, oh, okay. Did I search everything? I think I did. I saw lentils. No. Chickpeas. And lentils. That you needed to register all your guns, bits of evidence of registration for shotguns. Interesting. Interesting. Because it's just it's not like it's any less lethal. Then again, so can be a spatula or a pencil. Right, garbage bag. I think we're done here. Hey, Muse, how you going, bro? How has your day been? Or weekend at this point, right? I don't own any guns. I got lost in a boating accident. Fuck. I thought I detached the trailer. I did. I introduced it to Ruby Ridge. One guy smoked about two. Oh, Jesus, really? Shit. Okay. I'm good. Interesting. Thought I had a weapon. Alright, need a log, otherwise this shit stays on the ground. Ohio's constitutional carry state. Which it fringes on your right slightly less than others. Yeah, I never quite understood how your constitution worked. If you've got a right, how do you have to have a license? It's a right. You gotta have a license for that religion, do you? No? Interesting. Oh, grandfather's collection, shit. You can own things like a machine gun if he did, right? If he passes it down to you and stuff. Isn't that the case? Got an infection removed yesterday, but you're amazing! Yes! Nice. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Government's corrupt is why. Yeah, no, but see, like, okay, let's take that argument to its like my argument, right? to the fullest extent. You don't need to be of any particular age, and you don't need a license because it's a God-given right. So a 1-year-old can buy a gun. No. Nowhere does it say what kind of gun, just arms, right? So everyone could buy a gun. There needs to be some kind of limitation to it. I just don't know if the forefathers, when they did it, because, I mean, granted, because I don't know enough about it, if they could even have perceived the idea of a nuclear weapon, let alone an aircraft carrier. What's the biggest size conventional bomb you fuckers have? What is it? 30,000 pounds? Something like that? No government wants to subject arms. No, they don't! No. But we're talking about people who still outlawed blasphemy. Even though they wrote down that you have a First Amendment right. It was still illegal to blaspheme. You can still go to jail for it. So if they had known that things like space lasers would eventually be a thing, they may have written it differently. I don't know. Fortunately, we can't ask them yet. Hopefully one day we could. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm gonna travel back in time. The outbreak, you in a laboratory. Good. Well, I mean, I don't know where the nearest laboratory would be to me and how I'd even get to you. But I'm sure we can figure it out. You buy a cannon or warship. 1-year-old could not buy a gun. We couldn't figure out how to handle the transaction or work a job to make money. No, but you could give it the gun. Like you could give it to it. Because it doesn't need a license. You just hand it to him. Doesn't have to buy one. You could just go, oh, here, son, here's a gun. He's 1 year old. He doesn't even understand what you just said. Because there were no restrictions put on it, was there? Just you have the right to do, blah. But, was that not during a time of common sense? And common sense would dictate you don't give a 1 year old a gun. So there's a lot like, I can understand why amendments and things would need to be like thought of. But like, as you can see, it would require a lot of thought to actually get to a decent conclusion which actually works for everything. No, blasphemy is legal now. It was not legal when your First Amendment right was written. I didn't know this until about 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was talking to a friend of mine, he's like, yeah, and I'm like, fuck off. So we looked it up, we're like, oh shit. Wow. But as I said, it's coming from a common, obviously that changed, but the common sense dictates things. Oh, hate speech isn't a thing. I don't agree with that ever being a thing. Yeah. Ah, sup, dude? President Biden himself said if you need jets to fund it, which means we can. Yeah, I know. He's like, but we've got tanks. It's like, so you're saying that your people should be able to buy tanks and aircraft carriers? Is that what you're saying? God, he was such an idiot. I'm sorry, but he was such an idiot. Granted, he didn't write those things, right? Someone else did. But he still said them. Common sense should dictate. Well, common sense should, but the problem with a common sense generation is they'll breed a generation that doesn't have any common sense. Right? It's like we were saying before, how aren't the majority of the descendants of all these like hardcore like rich people from the back in the day, aren't they all broke because they didn't know how to handle money because they never created the wealth in the first place? So because these people never created their own common sense, they don't have any. They got no way of teaching it because they don't know how the other guys got there. Unfortunately, the rules of gun safety is a beautiful thing. Oh, I bet it is, but a 1-year-old's not going to figure that out. Well, actually, maybe they would. Who knows? It's not hard. You just pull one lever and bang, but that recoil will be a bitch. Technically, your only one gun at birth was destroyed in a fire. When you were 5, I only remember seeing it once. We only gun at birth. Hey, that's cool. Be a little irresponsible, maybe. Still cool, though. Too bad I got burned. Because it was DC, it was zeroing that not allowed to have them in DC. What? Who's not? Oh. Children shot one soon after family. Oh, you know that? Well, because DC's federal land, isn't it? Like Washington, DC? Isn't it like it's... Isn't it technically under the control of the federal government or something? Follow the rules, Dr. Nick Southers learned to no modify. Stand behind you and make no sudden movements. No, Serena, it's easier than that. Put you in my faction and I don't have to worry about it. Just turn the PvP shooty shit off and I'm fine. That means that you'll kill everything in front of me. I'm good. 22 calibers chill. Oh, it's a learning caliber? Okay. Nobody's allowed in DC. It's highly... Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's owned by the US government. Right. People stock it'll pass. You hope so. I don't think so. It's technically a foreign entity operating illegally. Okay, I can see that. Carry a 22 revolver. It's okay, that'd be nice and small. You got 22 as your varmint rifle. Nice. And you can make them almost dead fucking silent, right? One of the golf clubs that we'd go to for pest control that has one. It fires subsonic, fuck they call it, hollow points or whatever. It's really fucking quiet, man. War never changes, neither do people. We do. It just takes a very, very, very long time. Like, the way we think and what we would like to accomplish is probably a little more possible than what our ancestors thought. Because they wouldn't be able to have the high ambitions that we do about, going to space, traveling to space, creating culture in other places, let alone traveling the fucking world. I think we'll be alright. We just gotta get there first. Hey, Hayden! Hey, man. It's a bit late, dude. About to go say hello to the cat soon. First firing actually fired was a 22. Oh yeah? For me it was a sawed-off shoddy. Showed you how to use it, so then hand you a box of birdshot. Fuck. Change compared to teenagers, so maybe that's not true. A lot older, a lot wiser. Yeah, I think it means that society as a whole. What doesn't change is the cycles, right? The round cycles, the pendulum swing, I call it. We go a little bit too far one way, and then we go, maybe that was a bit too far, let's go back. And then we go too far the other way, and sometimes we end up in the middle for a short period, and then we end up going too far a different way. Like, there was an era of common decency and common sense, right? About 1940s into the 50s. Well, because of that sort of stringentness of how people needed to be and act and behave, you ended up with the 60s. You wouldn't have had the 60s if people had more freedom, and the 40s and 30s and so forth. Because they're the kids of, yeah? And so the kids of the 60s and 70s was, hey. Like, we're all changing and evolving every day. Just depends on what you consider the word evolve to mean. First was a 357 Maggie. What? Ow! What was the kick on that like? Holy shit. I was not prepared for the sawed-off shotgun. I almost hit myself in the fucking head with it. One shot and I learned how to fire it, but still. I grew about 6 inches and started behaving better. But see, what'll happen, right, is like, let's say you have, like I say, a terrible parent, and then you grow up to be a good person, right? So you end up having, like, treating your kid nice and good. You might overdo how good you do it, therefore spoiling the child and making them worse. Well, worse in a different way. Right? Just shit like that. We need to figure out a way of coming to the middle. That'll take a bit of education and common sense, I think. We'll get there eventually. Especially now as the world can be interconnected. Like, I'm sitting here in New Zealand and in Auckland at, what, 8:23 p.m. on a Sunday night. I'm talking to people from all over the world. That was shit we couldn't do 20 years ago. The spread of information, ideas, and culture is amazing. They're awesome. Rage Against the Machine, loved it. Yeah, then they sold out. Not a boomer, not Gen X. I was born in 84, so I'm not really sure exactly where I fit, but I know where my parents did. My parents are boomers. Your parents treat loads of complete shit, then we have quite a lot of children trying to compensate. Eventually it'll reach the medium. Exactly. But when it reaches the medium, that person's not going to know the either two extremes. So they're not going to know how to avoid it. What humanity really needs is for it to live longer. The more generations that can be alive at once, the more knowledge and wisdom they can spread to more generations at the same time. Unfortunately, we don't quite live long enough yet. We need to go a good 2, maybe 300 years. That way we can get a good cycle of about 300 years, about 150 to 200 years of peace. We need that in order to progress, I think, to the next level. But I don't know what technology we require for that. To get to where we are today, everything we own and use, practically every single thing, is facilitated by the oil industry. And I don't just mean like gasoline and petrol. I'm talking about plastics, synthetic fibers, all that sort of shit. It all comes from the oil industry. So oil is that resource that propelled us into that next tier of technology and understanding. So what's the next one? Unlimited power, fusion tech. You're the first. If you're a first child in 84, you would be after Gen X. If you were second or later. Okay, so I'm first. In 84, yeah, okay. After Gen X. So what would that make me? Still have a Gen X mindset? Probably. They were brave, one of the good ones. They had hope. Born in 04. Yeah, I'm a first child, yeah. well, I'm technically I'm adopted, so I have a sister who's genuinely my parents' kid. I have a very complex thing. I'm adopted to two people who actually had a daughter themselves. Yeah. They weren't, still aren't kind of the greatest parents. For example, I can see the difference between how they love my sister compared to how they love me over time. I can see the difference. It's rather stark, but she's a crackhead, and I'm the only reason the family hasn't gone under, so I don't care. At the end of the my mum, who was the biggest kind of problem, she's gone. She died. It's a fucking August or something of last year, and my dad's just moved on. Xenials is the term they call us. What the fuck is a xenial? Pretty old-fashioned, very strict. Thank them for it. They done raised you right. Awesome. See, that's the thing I was always afraid of. I was always afraid of, because I was raised like shit, I would raise my kid like a good way, but I might overcompensate and therefore raise a fucking spoiled little brat. Luckily, I'm not going to have to worry about that problem. So it's fine. Kids born in the 80s still saw you grew up to live it. Fair enough. Yeah, it suffers all the poor generation is familiar with the years, it's just a general guide. Yeah, but it also shows, like, I guess because it shows the like kind of where your mindset came from. Right, like if you're raised by baby boomers, you think differently to someone who's raised by... Can millennials have kids yet? They can, right? Can't they? Shares her struggles, all proud. Nice, nice. Nice. Alright, I need to switch out water. Man, we've been yapping away for like an hour, dude. I didn't even notice. Holy shit. Wife hasn't come in to tell me, hey, it's time. But I know it's coming. Son turned out great. That's awesome. Millennials are the ones having kids now. Yeah, so I mean, it guess it all depends, right? It all depends on how you were brought up and the things that happen to you. Your experience matters because it determines how you treat others. Alright, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. That was cool. I like that. I like that we sometimes get completely off track. I was just literally playing Zomboid on autopilot. We were just yapping away. Makes me wonder if sometimes I should do those videos where I'm just talking about the world, you know? Like, what do you call that stuff? That was a very unfortunate freeze. Current events, where I just got Zomboid playing in the background. Yeah, good work, good work. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've got to go to work tomorrow. That kind of sucks, but hey, we'll get there. We'll get there. Let me see if I can find someone to send you guys off to. Woo, that was cool. I like that. Don't be streamed, damn right, man. No problem calling 80s kids Gen X if they act like it. Oh, I always call something, like, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck. It's a fucking duck. I don't care. I don't care if if it looks like, if it's got the shape of a horse. If it, you know, bars. I'm still not calling it a sheep. Is anyone playing? Come on. Someone's got. Hey, Beetle's life. All right, awesome, awesome. Let's go say hello to Beetle. Nice. Finally, I haven't been able to raid anyone in days because there's just been no one playing. Like, because granted, I'm late as fuck. So thank you guys very much for being here. Much appreciated. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. You were 5th born? I'm not even touching that one.